I'm sad that I have to return to VTubing and content creation under these circumstances. I let my mom borrow all of my savings, about $21,000 that was supposed to go towards my taxes and the final annual tuition for my university, and now I may never see that money again. Last year, I visited my grandpa in Vietnam for the first time in 15 years and had a wonderful time. As a gift for doing a great job in my university and achieving the president's list, my mother wanted to bring me again the next year. When the time of the trip came around, my mom was short on money but still wanted to go and promised to pay me back. I paid $4,000 for the tickets and the hotel, and I was fine paying for it because I was looking forward to the trip, even considering the possibility of moving there for a lower cost of living. However, when we arrived, it was miserable. The first year of festivity was just a scheme by my grandpa and his new wife, who is only 1 year older than my mom, to get us to come back and take on family responsibilities we did not sign up for. They treated us like royalty in the first year because their goal was to make me feel like we owed them something, which was to marry their adopted son who just turned 18, so that he and his grandpa's wife could be taken care of and have new lives in America. I had only interacted with them briefly because neither of them spoke English, and it was absurd to ask this of us when we had only met them for the first time last year. Yet this year, on our return after I denied their proposal, they expected us to take care of our extended family members who we never even met before. By visiting again, suddenly there were rumors that we were visiting all the time and that we were being disgraceful for not providing donations and American gifts to the nieces and nephews. I got sick for a majority of the trip, first with UTI from the unsanitary toilets, then caught a cold that developed into bronchitis, then hay fever, then the traveling and coughing injured my ribs, followed by inflammation where even now, a week later, I am still struggling with coughing and pain in my ribs. I was so fatigued that I had no energy to work on commissions or schoolwork, and I could barely muster the strength to spend time with my team a few times before falling extremely tired and sleeping the entire day after. My team knew I was sick, but I didn't tell them everything that happened because I didn't want them to worry. I was just so happy to have them distract me from the pain, and their company kept me going. If you guys are watching, thank you for giving me your time and wanting to help. I'm sorry I didn't tell you the truth. I thought I was strong enough to recover fast, and I'm still so used to trying to take on everything, especially my personal issues, alone. While in a foreign country, I didn't have reception and figured I didn't need international roaming. Because of this, I couldn't access my bank account without SMS verification. When I returned to the States, my mom asked for $2,000 to pay for our new house to be painted and to pay for the upcoming water, electric, and internet bills. Once I was able to check my account again, there was only $200 left. This is what finally slapped me to reality. She knew I had waitlist commissions that would be enough to pay for it and expected me to give her all of it. What started out as just small amounts towards groceries and bills suddenly became thousands of dollars every month, and now I feel so stupid for letting it slide. My mom is an investor, and she promised to pay me back with the returns she would make and leave enough in my account for my taxes. Unfortunately, circumstances happened and she needed to borrow more, so I got an extension on my taxes. The payment was due in December, and now there are interest and failure to pay fees totaling to $8,634 to be due at the start of September. Looking at the statements, in just a little over 1 year, my mom used up all of my savings, the money that would have allowed me to graduate this year. Only my mom has access to my account, and she didn't tell my stepdad how much I was contributing to their finances. He knew my mom borrowed from me sometimes, but he was unaware of just how much it really was, and it left him shocked and disappointed in himself. Promises were repeatedly broken, and when I confronted my mother about it, she told me my stress was stressing her out and wasn't helping her get stuff done. She told me just to get the money again, as if it were easy to do. She was treating me like a wallet and thought she could do the same to my community, one that I worked so hard to build. My 4 years of content creation helped me earn my path to a debt-free college degree, and now it's gone. I plan to focus on my education and take a break from VTubing until I was ready to re-debut as a full-time content creator, but now I have to unenroll because my mother also used up my student aid funds. I was embarrassed having to ask for help and for changing my original plan again. After requesting help on Twitter, I received insults and threats that I should be reported to the FBI and told to go work at McDonald's. I have barely slept in a week despite the exhaustion from traveling 36 hours and still feeling sick because I am filled with anxiety and regret and trying to figure out how I can get out of this mess. I can't drive and have been a content creator since high school because of COVID. It's the only thing I know to do, and I've put most of my effort in schooling so that I could graduate early. I'll be making videos on YouTube and working on as many commissions as I can, as well as streaming every day if possible and holding a donathon with some incentives I'd be able to do in return for donations. I'll still be playing Splatoon and competing with my team because being with them relieves my stress, and we still have goals to achieve together that mean so much to me. They count on me as their captain, but I also count on them to be the ones I look forward to being alive for at the end of the day. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for listening. That alone means so much. I'll continue working hard. Thank you to those who believe in me and my dreams. I'll be okay.